Welcome to a short presentation and demo about program and project cost controls. Our goal is to help you see the value you can achieve with budgeting, tracking, forecasting, and managing program and project costs. Program and project cost controls are critical to success, regardless of what methodology is used, such as waterfall projects or agile projects. They also apply no matter what project scheduling system is used, like Microsoft Project Online, Azure DevOps, or Jira. In this video, we'll describe how you can use NH360 Portfolio Insights to deliver your cost controls so that you don't become a project cost statistic. Why are cost controls important? A simple search will lead you to staggering statistics. Is it hopeless? Are you destined to have all projects run over budget? This is why cost controls are important. Cost controls are a series of business capabilities that work together, enabled by technology, to give you visibility to your portfolio, program, and project costs, so that you can make informed business decisions about how to spend on your portfolio of work. This can include decisions to exceed your budget to achieve business deliverables or to cancel projects and programs that no longer make sense. Cost controls include the discipline of creating and approving a budget, which can be top-down from a program level and allocated to projects, updating your forecast once you're into execution, following your actuals and understanding variance, and managing your contingency at the project, program, and portfolio levels. Watching the dollars is of course important, but why do you go over budget? A budget should be set based on a plan and a set of assumptions. So what happens that causes you to go over budget? Simple. It's the things you don't plan for, don't plan well for, or don't pay attention to. These are risks and issues. By tracking and managing contingency plans and managing each to close out, you can help keep your projects on track. And of course, if you can't stay on budget, it's important to have a change request and control capability to ensure good communications and governance around decisions about going over budget. Finally, it's critical that you have dashboards and reports that provide visibility to cost status and trends, and that help to highlight the exceptions for the project managers, program managers, portfolio managers, and executive stakeholders. This also requires integration with your financial systems so that you can provide a single source of portfolio cost truth that is apples to apples with your GL codes, debits, credits, and fiscal periods. You'll probably get the question, why wouldn't we do this in our ERP tool? It's because financial systems are based on GL codes, debits, credits, and fiscal periods, and it's designed and built for accountants. It provides a rearview mirror to project and program performance. What your program and project managers need is a purpose-built cost control system which provides a dashboard and windshield to help you see where you're going. Let's have a look at some of the elements of project cost controls and how they are enabled in NH360 Portfolio Insights. We'll start with budgeting. NH360 Portfolio Insights is 100% browser-based. We'll configure the system with you, then you simply point your browser at it and you're into strategic portfolio management. You navigate through the system with the menus. The menu is context sensitive so that when you're in certain functions, you're going to see the menu change to suit the work you're doing. The system is organized for you through your configuration to surface the right capabilities and entities so that you can work the way you need to work in order to drive success. For the budget, we'll start by thinking about a project budget. We'll jump into the Portfolio Hub for projects and filter to quickly find the ones we're looking for. In NH360 Portfolio Insights, each entity, like a project or a program, can have a workflow. You can set rules about how the budget gets built based on the workflow. This can include the time phase granularity and detail level. Also, as you proceed through the workflow, rules in the workflow can lock the budget and take snapshots of the entire entity, including costs, benefits, resources, and more. In this project, we'll jump into the budget. So we'll go into the cost estimates here. When we look at the budget, you can define that as the entire cost over the life of the project. You might define this as the first step in your budget, a simple top-down ballpark estimate of the cost for your project. As time moves on and you move forward in your planning and modeling of the project, you'd go looking at the details in time and also based on how you'll pay for the project. The cost coding structure is defined with you as part of the configuration for your implementation. The cost codes can be different for each entity type you need. For example, your IT projects may have labor, hardware, and software, where your construction projects may have concrete, steel, and landscaping. The cost codes help a project or program track what work is being done based on costs. You can set the rule for the detail levels that you need to have for your budget. Here, for example, the default is a rolling wave and a level 4. When we're at this level, we can actively work on the budget. Another thing to look at is the benefits. Here you can set up a benefits breakdown structure. These might, for example, align with your business strategy. Like with cost, you can define the benefits timeframe, which typically come after the work is completed. With all the cost and benefits information in the system, it's easy to generate a business case directly from NH360 Portfolio Insights. Looking back at the workflow, you can set the rules so that when the project is approved, in this case at the review step, the budget is locked. That way, it can only be changed with a change request and flowing through the appropriate governance processes for approval. We just showed how you can create a budget for a project or epic. If you budget this way and you're attempting to budget for a program, you have to know what all of the projects are that fit in the program and create the budget for each of those. Then these roll up to the program budget. For true program management, this budget is difficult to create, understand, and control. As you mature your strategic portfolio management capabilities and move to a program-driven investment approach with NH360 Portfolio Insights, we can configure the system to allow you to estimate the budget at the program level. Then you can allocate the budget to each child project and epic. This allows for top-down estimating at the program level and also for easier estimating at the project and epic level. The improved process allows you to create program budgets that are easier to create, understand, and control. In a manner similar to how we showed creation of a project budget, we can configure NH360 Portfolio Insights to allow you to easily create a top-down program budgeting process. Now we'll turn our attention to the forecast. Once the project is happening, the focus moves to the forecast. The forecast is how the project manager estimates the costs across time relative to the budget. If everything goes to plan, then the cost forecast should track with the budget. But we know a plan is just a plan, and that won't happen. Here we are back at the Portfolio Hub, and we're looking at our filtered list of projects. We're going to go into this active project. Here on this project, we're in the execute phase. At this point, the budget is locked, and we can't do anything with it. The only way we can do a change to the budget is with an approved change request. Let's look at the project costs. Here we are looking at the approved budget, and you can see that it's locked. We can't update any of these fields. Here in the forecast, the prior periods are also locked. We can edit the current and future periods. We can also change the financial timeline in case the project starts to run late or if miracles happen and the project is forecasted to finish early. Similar to the handling of budgets, the forecast can be managed at the project level and then rolled up to the program level. This provides the program manager the ability to see and control the program cost variance. It's a good opportunity to call out that NH360 Portfolio Insights is a true multi-currency system, which allows you to budget, track, and control costs in multiple currencies and to report on them in your home currency. Let's look at tracking the actuals and managing variance. Where do your financial actuals come from, and how do they get into NH360 Portfolio Insights? We've already talked about the apples to oranges challenges of a program and project manager's cash accounting viewpoint based on the life cycle of a program and project, and paying for project costs like consultants and materials. This is in contrast to the GAAP accounting practices and debits and credits and fiscal periods that govern your organization's single source of truth for finances. You need to be apples to apples so that you have a single source of program and project cost truth that is equal to the single source of truth for finances. We get you there through integration from your finance system to push the actuals and to map those to the program and project costs in NH360 Portfolio Insights. We're still in the customer satisfaction survey project. We'll go back and look at the costs again. Again, we've got our locked approved budget. We've got our forecast that's locked in the past but is able to be edited into the future. And we've got our actual costs. In our demo environment, we don't have integration, and we can manually enter the actual values. If actuals were coming in through integration, we wouldn't be able to edit these fields, which would drive apples to apples accuracy with the financial system. Here we can see how much was spent in May of 23. how much was budgeted, how the forecast changed from the budget, and the variance between the actuals and the budget. You can add additional columns into this table to suit your needs. Here we are back at the home page of NH360 Portfolio Insights. All of the portfolio, program, project budgeting, forecasting, actuals, and variances are available through a variety of reports. Here in the financial reporting dashboard, all of the costs for the entire portfolio roll up. I can drill into it quickly using the interactive charts to filter. And I can see the details of each entity in the system. Here in the status report, all of the cost information rolls into the report automatically, making it easier for a program or project manager to quickly create the project status report because they don't really have to do anything other than use the system as their day-to-day toolbox for project management. A program or project manager needs to spend a large amount of time managing risks and issues. Let's look at how those are controlled in NH360 Portfolio Insights. Risks, issues, action items, and decisions are most often tracked, if they are at all, in spreadsheets, email, Word documents, and strangely enough, PowerPoint. But NH360 Portfolio Insights provides the program and project manager an easy-to-use toolbox where they can track these critical elements to closure. Here we are in the initiatives. An initiative in our demo environment is like a program. It's made up of a series of projects and epics. Here we are in the Voice of the Customer initiative, and you can see we've got a workflow again. This workflow is a little more sophisticated as we have more decision points in the initiative. If we look in the RAID log here, risks, action items, issues, and decisions, we'll see our risks, issues, actions, decisions, and a couple of other items in this demo environment. The RAID log can be easily extended to suit your needs, for example, to include a lessons learned log. Here in the risks log, the program manager can see the details for each risk. As we are in an initiative here, risks that happen in the underlying projects and epics can roll up to the initiative level. Each risk can have an owner and an assigned person. They can also have costs and a calculated exposure risk, as well as a mitigation plan and a contingency plan. You can quickly navigate around the risk log using these simple pie charts. Finally, we can put workflows and reports into NH360 Portfolio Insights for you to provide notifications and routing as you want. Issues work in a very similar manner, except, of course, these are used for tracking things that have happened. In the actions, you can track actions that need to happen. These are outside of your work plan and assignments. Finally, in the decisions, you can track program and project level decisions. Risks, action items, issues, and decisions roll up to the RAID overview report. Here in the RAID overview report, you can see all of the risks, action items, issues, and decisions. In here, you can use the charts to filter quickly. We'll wrap up with a look at change request capabilities. Nothing is as certain as change. NH360 Portfolio Insights allows you to track all types of changes in a single source of truth. In the change request log, you can capture changes related to cost, schedule, scope, and any other factors you define. We'll define the change request forms with you to capture the change request details you'll need. Once again, we can define workflows behind the scenes to route change requests through your governance workflows. We'll also create a set of reports to help you see the aging and action on these change requests. Reflecting on what we just looked at, NH360 Portfolio Insights helps the executive stakeholders, portfolio managers, program managers, and project managers see and control costs. Cost controls are delivered through a combination of capabilities and technology. Finally, the solution is fully configurable to meet your needs. This drives business agility through enabling you to efficiently and effectively make financial plans for your portfolio investments so that they drive improved business performance. Thanks for allowing me to spend a little time talking about NH360 Portfolio Insights. The true magic comes when we have a deeper understanding of your needs and compare that with the right North Highland expertise.